Hi, it's Dave Travis, and I've got Neil Cole. Neil's somewhere in Long Beach, aren't you, Neil?
I am, yes.
Outside today, and we're
Yeah.
thinking back on our Innovation Cube conference in 2009. Neil, tell everybody just a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a church planter, and I started an organization called Church Multiplication Associates that has trained over 50,000 people how to start organic churches all over the world, networks of churches. And I'm an author, written several books, and married for 30 years, and have 3 grown kids that are all doing really well with the Lord.
It's fantastic. Yeah, I got to know you back, I think, 1998, 99, somewhere in there. It's been a great relationship. We sure have enjoyed watching what God's done through you. Well, since the conference in 2009, it's 5 years ago, tell us what's new in your life in the last 5 years.
Wow. Well, our whole church planting movement, organic church movement, has been spreading overseas quite a bit, especially in Europe and South Asia since that time. We've initiated a new thing called Starling Initiatives, which is really more of a way to accomplish missions, avoiding the large organization that would cost a lot of money and produce less results. So it's more relational and can go underground more easily. We've also written several more books. We've really learned quite a bit when it comes to the APEST roles of Ephesians 4:11, and a new book that just came out called Primal Fire addresses that. And I think it's one of my most important books to date. Primal Fire. Yeah, you got it. Very good. Thanks, Dave. Primal Fire is actually, I think there are 3 books I've written that are more paradigm shifting. Cultivating a Life for God sort of set a new conversation for disciple making. Organic Church did for mission and church. And I think Primal Fire will be that kind of book. It'll set the table for some more conversations at least. So we've been functioning together as an APEST team, Apostle, Prophet, Evangelist, Shepherd, and Teacher, working together throughout the life of this movement. And today we're still close friends, and it's been a blessing.
Yeah, in fact, I've got a couple other books of yours that are in our series, like this one, as well as Church 3.0.
Yeah.
And Organic Church was one of the great ones, and I think I've given that copy to someone else. I'm looking over here at my pile of Leadership Network books, and yeah, I've given that one away to other people. I keep them over there for a while, and then when somebody asks for them, I pass them along after I've read them.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I want to thank you for being a part of our conference in 2009 and for sharing a little bit of update. We want to just wish you the best in this new Starling venture, but also with all the greenhouses that you do. Can you just say a word about the greenhouse kind of training kind of stuff that you guys do across the world?
Sure. Our organic church planting training is called Greenhouse. It's a safe environment for people to grow something new and fresh, and that's what we do. It's a weekend intensive training followed by a year of monthly gatherings in a region where people share and support one another. And then there's a second training that comes a year later over the weekend to help expand churches and networks and leaders. And like I said, there's been 50,000 plus people that have gone through the training all over the world. We're actually to the point now where we're still doing it and people are still asking, but if we stop today, we will have accomplished our mission, that we're really not needed anymore to do that. But we love doing it, so we'll keep doing it for as long as people ask. But it's a fun thing. Last year was our most productive year. We had 2 trainings every week someplace in the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, and I know actually a lot of the church's leadership network tends to serve are more organized and a little bigger. But I know a lot of people who have been through that training, even when they're a part of a large church like that, because they've gleaned lots of great things from it.
Yes, yeah, it's functional. It actually teaches principles that work in any church environment. It's not just house churches. I get that reputation of just being house churches, but that's never really been the case. It's more about how we relate to God, one another, in the world. That's what it teaches you, and how to start a church by making disciples from people who are lost and broken. And that's what we do at Greenhouse.
And that's part of the reason we love Neil Cole. is that he's not an exclusive, simple house church kind of person, but is open to all the expressions, just like Leadership Network. So thanks again, Neil, for being with us.
Dave, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.